One of the major concerns for people who are working on becoming intuitive eaters is wellness, is being healthy. They still want to pursue things that make them feel good. They still want to feel good in their bodies. They don't want to be unhealthy. But it's really hard, especially coming from dieting, to figure out what that means. What does healthy mean as an intuitive eater who is free from the diet mentality? That's what the Lifestyle Flip Method can do for you, is really figure out, how can I tackle wellness? How can I add wellness? How can I prioritize wellness without it ever getting diety, without it ever being a focus on weight? And here's how you can do that. In mainstream diet culture, wellness equals weight loss. So if you're losing weight, it's good. If you're gaining weight, it's bad. Skinny is healthy, fat is unhealthy, and we really don't get beyond that. And how I know that is, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm going on a diet for health reasons. You go on this diet, you do all the hard work, it's quite difficult, it's not fun, it can get really obsessive, and you're guaranteed to not lose any weight, but you'll be very healthy internally. Would you still do it? Most people would not. So we know that weight loss is the focus of most healthy lifestyles, of any sort of lifestyle change, even if they're not saying it's about weight loss. So what are we doing when we're typically thinking about health? So what we do, especially if you're a dieter, is you think of, how much weight do I want to lose? What do I want to weigh? What do I want to look like? And then you think of that first, and then you go to, okay, what am I going to have to do to lose that much weight? What am I going to have to do to look like that? And that's how we get this cycle of focusing on the way we look, doing things to change the way we look. But then if that's not working, we get into the screw it mode. We go, oh, who cares? I'll start again on Monday. And you get stuck in this cycle because the focus and the thing that came first was the body. It was the weight loss. And that is a real recipe for disaster. Because the kind of things that people are going to do when thinking, okay, I want my body to look like this, is restrict food, start obsessing over food. Binge eating is likely going to come into place. You're probably going to be working out in ways that you just feel are to burn the most calories, not because you actually enjoy them. I know that was me. Even if someone's like, oh, I want to go for a walk, like not for a workout, just to do something nice, I would say no, because I would not waste any energy on exercise that did not burn calories, because I was so hyper-focused on the way I looked. But when we do this, put the body before the lifestyle, we are always going to be doing things that we don't like, doing things that are unsustainable, because we want that result, we want it now, and it's all about this physical result. So the Lifestyle Flip Method is when you turn those two around. So instead of thinking how you want your body to look, we're going to start with, how do you want your life to look? And of course, we want to come at this and do this activity with zero diet mentality. So you really got to check in with yourself. What do I actually want at my core? A great way to kind of figure out where your mentality at is to decide, okay, would I still want to live this lifestyle if I knew it wasn't going to change the way I looked at all? My weight's not going to change. I could do this for 10 years and my weight's not going to change. Is that still the life you want to live? And I know for a lot of people, especially if you come from dieting, you might think, well, if my body's just always going to look the same, I'm going to eat chocolate bars and pizza and never get off the couch, and that's what I would do. You'll actually find that that's not true for 99% of people when the option is actually given to you. That, hey, you can do whatever you want. And what you do does affect how you feel. Of course, it affects health. We're not saying that exercise and what you eat don't affect your health at all. It is just a little smaller piece of the pie than we're taught in diet culture. And so you really get to explore, what do you want your life to look like? So that might mean, you know what, I don't ever want to be hungry. Like when I'm hungry, I want to be able to eat. I want that to be like a no-brainer for me, and I don't want to ever feel bad about it. Maybe you want to take guilt and shame out of the equation as much as possible. Maybe it's really important to you to feel good in your body. You want to feel energetic and strong and capable. You want to keep up with your kids. You want to get good at running. It doesn't really matter what it is. Figure out what you want your life to look like regarding food, movement, stress levels, rest, socializing, enjoyment, because that's a part of it, because food is often a part of socializing. So if it's important to you and I know that's important to me, is when I go out with friends, especially nowadays, that's really special. And so I'm going to enjoy that, get the food I want, get the drinks I want, and really savor it and enjoy it and feel absolutely no guilt or worry about what I'm eating and having to be healthier tomorrow. That might be a part of the lifestyle you want, is I want to be able to be spontaneous, go out for dinner on a whim, and that's cool. Like, I don't have any stress about that. I can also make a green smoothie at home or make a salad for lunch. There's no judgment in that either. All the options are available to you in this lifestyle that you design. So when you put the lifestyle first, you're creating a life that you want to live long term. No matter what, this is something that feels good for you, and it's going to change based on the amount of time you have, phase of life, things like that, and that's totally fine. This is not something that needs to be set in stone. Of course, there's no rules. It's not rigid. It's just an idea of what you want your life to look like, and then you can start prioritizing those things. And then the body comes second, meaning you're creating a lifestyle that feels good, you enjoy the idea of, it sounds like a good time, and you think it's going to feel good in your body, and the body is going to come after that. Your body's going to do what your body's going to do. That way you're not manipulating your lifestyle to fit into this idea of what your body's supposed to look like. You're actually just living your life, period. And then put a wall here, because it has nothing to do with this side of your body just doing what it wants to do. And that is true freedom, because a lot of people think that, when you become an intuitive eater, you can't care about anything. You can't care about nutrition. You can't care about exercise. You just have to go, screw it, whatever. I'll just eat what's in front of me. If anything's offered to me, I always have to eat it. But that is not what intuitive eating is. We've actually had a client recently saying I'm just stuck in this place of I'm restricting, or I'm just eating all the food. It's neither of those are intuitive eating. Intuitive eating is that middle place of, I can make any choice I want. I can choose to eat whatever I want. And what do I want? Sometimes that big bowl of ice cream is going to be so worth it. It's going to taste great and feel great. And sometimes you might pass on dessert because you're really full. Neither of those are good or bad. You are just making choices that honor your body. There's no judgment in it anymore. And you will find when you take the judgment out, that lifestyle just falls into place. For instance, I can go to the gym and then meet my husband for lunch at a Mexican restaurant right after, and I don't feel it's been wasted, or what was the point, or I had to go to the gym to earn that lunch. They're just both two enjoyable things I get to experience on the same day, and what a treat that is. So just know that caring about health, caring about what you're eating, caring about moving your body, caring about your blood work and the physical markers that determine health is not everything. We don't ever want it to be everything. We don't want it to take over your life, but it absolutely has a place in intuitive eating. And this is a great way to start assessing what you want that to look like for yourself. So I highly recommend, get a pen and paper, write down, what do I want my daily life to look like, or my weekly life? And this isn't, okay, at 7 o'clock I wake up. It's not rigid like that. It's more, how do you want to feel? What types of things do you want in your life? What do you care about? What are your values when it comes to health? What sounds good? What sounds like it's going to feel good? What's enjoyable? What's a life that you're excited to live? Get that down, and then that's what you're working towards. It does not matter what your body does. If you're just living what you created, it's a win, right? So if you're no, you know what? I do prioritize moving my body. I've taken a good break since learning this intuitive eating stuff, and I feel ready to get back into it. I'm going to start exploring what I like. And then maybe that's just the important next step for you, and you're not worrying about what's burning the most calories, which one is best for toning. It's just, what do I like? And I want to move my body. Now, how can I do it in a way that feels good and enjoyable? For me right now, I am at the gym again, kind of how I used to be in the past, but obviously in a much less obsessive way. And with a true understanding that I am there to feel good, to move my body, to get some endorphins going, to feel strong. And if my body doesn't look any different after a year of exercise, that's not a loss. That is still a win. I have moved my body. It feels good. I enjoy it. I listen to really good music that I love. And the process is enjoyable. Of course, sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just sit on the couch, but I'll nudge myself to go once in a while when I'm not totally feeling up to it, but I really enjoy it. I don't go for so long that I'm exhausted at the end. It doesn't deplete from my life, it really adds to my life. So what do you want your life to look like in a way where it's adding to your life? You're not feeling depleted by this lifestyle. It's really giving you life and making it fun and enjoyable in a way that feels good. So let us know below what things you want in your lifestyle. What do you want your life to look like? And then begin working towards those things. And that might just mean taking action of when I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. Like, it doesn't matter what time it is, I'm going to start honoring my body when I'm hungry. That might mean, hey, I've been kind of in a free-for-all mode for a while. I feel ready to introduce some vegetables back into my life in a way that tastes good. And maybe it's prioritizing that. Maybe it's, I haven't moved my body in a while. I want to start getting out in nature more and going for hikes. Great, you can just start doing that. And the minute you do it, it's a win. Eating when you're hungry, oh, win. You went on a hike, that's a win. You added some vegetables to your dinner and it felt really good and was delicious, that's a win. You are resting more. That can absolutely be a part of it. It's not always, oh, now I have to start working out more and eating more vegetables. It could go what feels like the other way, where I need more rest, I need to de-stress more, I need to take more time for myself to really just enjoy my life. It can't all be about progress, working, doing the right thing all the time. I need more fun in my life, and that can be a part of that lifestyle too. It's all important. So let us know below what things you want to add moving forward, regardless of how it's going to make your body look or how it's going to change your weight, and then begin living into that. And I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. And if you want to talk more about this, be sure to join us in the Undiet Your Mind app in our community. You can join right now for only $4.99 with the code TBLS when you join at undietyourmind.app. So we'll see you in there.